Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and so pleased to be a contributor here on African Diaspora News Channel. Please make sure that as you come in, you give us a big thumbs up and share the broadcast. Thank you so very much. Now, family, I want to remind us about just how deeply entrenched the oppressive powers are, so deep in our religion. And in fact, that's one of the most dangerous spaces that it can be practiced because if you connect your ability to oppress someone, and if your actions are guided by who you believe to be the divine, talk back to me, somebody, you become even more dangerous in your actions. How many of you remember some time ago when the 2010 Haiti earthquake took place that devastated so much of that nation and people? How many of you all remember the white supremacist rhetoric and narratives that was being pushed, particularly by one very powerful and influential Pat Robertson of CBN Christian Broadcast Network? I want to remind you of something that he said. Watch this clip.
Pat, this is a calamity of cataclysmic proportions. I'm sure it's the worst thing that's happened since the tsunami, and it's a mess, Pat.
Well, if all those buildings are down, I understand more are fallen than are standing. It may be a blessing in disguise. There might be a massive rebuilding of that country. Is that possible?
Well, I don't know. I would think that that would be a pretty optimistic attitude.
Christy, something happened a long time ago in Haiti, and people might not want to talk about it. They were under the heel of the French. Napoleon III and whatever. And they got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. It's a true story. And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal. And they kicked the French out. The Haitians revolted and got themselves free. But ever since, they have been cursed by one thing after the other, desperately poor. That island of Hispaniola is one island. It's cut down the middle. On the one side is Haiti, on the other side is the Dominican Republic. Yeah. Dominican Republic is prosperous, healthy, full of resorts, etc. Haiti is in desperate poverty. Same island. Sure. They need to have, and we need to pray for them, a great turning to God. And out of this tragedy, I'm optimistic something good may come.
Did you see that, family? May we never forget that white supremacy's most dangerous battlefield is that of the mind and the religious. How many of you all know that one of the first ships that came to the United States trafficking Black bodies, enslaving Black bodies, was actually literally called Jesus? They literally enslaved us in the name of Jesus. How many of you all know the history, the ugly history, and the lies and the programming, the propaganda that was pushed and through our spiritual beliefs, because they knew that as a people, we're some of the most spiritual, metaphysical people on the planet. And if you connect our bondage to something of the will of God, we will be our own enslavers. We'll say that this is the will of God to do X, Y, and Z. It's the will of God to turn the other cheek when we're being destroyed and these kinds of things. Of course, we don't teach you to be initiate aggression. We don't teach you to be irresponsible and silly. Talk back to me, family. But I wanted to remind you of this because this is one of the primary places that white supremacy goes down. And don't you ever forget it. We are going to have a new spiritual system, and we're going to have to call for that to find out what the truth is. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Vicki Dillard. I can't wait to see you again.